What if I told you that falling into a black hole wouldn't kill you instantly, but stretch you thinner than an atom while showing you the universe's deepest secrets? Black holes, mysterious, invisible monsters of the cosmos. They warp time, swallow light, and defy every law of physics we thought we understood. But what if you didn't just observe one from afar? What if you entered it? In this video, we'll journey into the event horizon, explore what you'd experience second by second, and uncover the mind-bending physics that make black holes the strangest places in the universe. Stay until the end, because what happens after you cross the point of no return will twist your understanding of reality itself. Imagine floating in space, with a black hole in front of you. It looks like a perfect void, a circle of absolute darkness surrounded by a glowing halo of light being ripped apart. That glowing ring, it's called the accretion disk, a swirling maelstrom of gas, dust, and shattered stars moving at nearly the speed of light, heated to millions of degrees. It's beautiful and deadly. As you get closer, you'd feel the pull. The gravitational force begins to grow stronger, not just overall, but differently across your body. Your feet are tugged harder than your head. Space itself is stretching around you. This difference in gravitational pull is what scientists call tidal forces, and near a black hole, they're unimaginably powerful. Soon, you reach a boundary known as the event horizon. Once you cross this invisible line, nothing, not even light, can escape. From an outside observer's point of view, you would seem to slow down, your movements frozen in time, your image dimming and red-shifting until you vanish. To them, you'd never actually enter the black hole. But to you, the travel at time feels normal. You drift past the horizon, unaware you've just crossed a threshold that no human could ever report back from. Here's where Einstein's theory of relativity becomes surreal. Near the event horizon, time dilates, stretches so much that while only seconds pass for you, millions of years could pass in the outside universe. If someone watched you fall in, they'd see you moving slower and slower until the universe itself aged around you. Now you've crossed over. Inside the event horizon, the rules of space and time begin to break. Here, space and time switch roles. Moving forward in time means moving closer to the center, a point called the singularity. It is not just a place. It is the end of space and time as we know it. You can't turn around. Escaping would mean moving backward in time, which physics forbids. You're on a one-way journey toward the singularity. The light around you curves, bending back on itself. Every photon that once escaped now orbits endlessly. You'd see distorted images of the universe around you. Galaxies stretched into rings. Stars smeared into streaks of light. You are inside a cosmic funhouse mirror, one that no mirror or human could ever survive. But what happens to you? This is where it gets horrifying. The gravity near the singularity is so extreme that the difference in pull between your head and your feet becomes astronomical. Your body starts to elongate, stretching thinner and thinner. Scientists call it molecules tear apart, atoms disintegrate, and eventually even subatomic particles are ripped from each other. You become a long, thin strand of matter spiraling into infinity. From your perspective, this could happen in seconds, but from the outside universe, your fall could take eternity. And yet, this isn't necessarily the end. At the center of a black hole lies the singularity, a point where density becomes infinite, and the laws of physics completely break down. Our equations stop working. General relativity says everything collapses into an infinitely small point. Quantum mechanics says that's impossible. So, what really happens there? This is one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in all of science. Some physicists believe you're simply destroyed. Others think your information, the essence of what you are, is somehow preserved, smeared across the event horizon in what's called the holographic principle. That means, in some way, a version of you might still exist, encoded on the surface of the black hole, like a cosmic memory that never fades. Let's push this further. What if there is another way? Some theories suggest that black holes could be gateways, wormholes to other universes. The idea comes from solutions to Einstein's equations that allow for bridges connecting different points in spacetime. called Einstein-Rosen bridges. If this is true, the singularity might not be a dead end, but a tunnel. A cosmic shortcut. You'd enter one universe and emerge from another point in space or time, or maybe even a completely different reality. But there is a catch. The tunnel would collapse instantly. Now something holds it open, something with negative energy or exotic matter, which may or may not exist. Even if it did, the tidal forces inside a black hole are so destructive that survival seems impossible. Still, theoretical physics leaves the door open. Some black holes, especially rotating ones called Kerr black holes, could have ring-shaped singularities instead of points. In theory, if you entered one perfectly, you might avoid destruction and emerge elsewhere, maybe even in another universe. Sound like science fiction? That's because we've never seen the inside of a black hole, and we might never be able to, but the mathematics suggest it's possible. As you approach the singularity, time, as you understand it, ceases to exist. The universe outside rushes forward infinitely. Galaxies are born and die, stars explode. Entire civilizations rise and fall. You experience eternity in a heartbeat, and then nothing. You've reached a singularity. The final frontier of physics. Every piece of matter, every bit of energy that has ever fallen into the black hole, converges here. You become part of that cosmic equation. But what's next? Some scientists, like Stephen Hawking, propose that black holes aren't eternal. They slowly evaporate over time through Hawking radiation, quantum particles escaping from the event horizon. Eventually, the black hole disappears, releasing all its stored energy and information back into the universe. That means, one day, what was once you might be released back into space as pure radiation. In a strange, poetic way, you never truly disappear. You just transform. So, what would really happen if you entered a black hole? You'd witness the universe twisting itself inside out. You'd experience time and space bending beyond comprehension. You'd be stretched, torn apart, and perhaps encoded into the very fabric of space. Yet the mystery remains. Is the black hole a cosmic graveyard or a doorway? We still don't know. Every discovery about black holes raises deeper questions about physics, about existence, and about what happens beyond the limits of reality itself. Maybe one day, far in the future, humanity will find a way to explore these dark giants, not just with telescopes, but by entering them safely and discovering what lies on the other side. Until then, the inside of a black hole remains the ultimate unknown, the edge of everything we understand, and beyond. If you loved this journey through the cosmos, stop here. Click the next video on your screen and dive into what if the sun suddenly disappeared. Another mind-bending scenario you won't believe. And thanks for watching.